What is up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day, great week. It's been beautiful outside, and I've surely been enjoying the weather. It's been a crazy couple days just prepping for this, and I would sorry I haven't gotten you guys this sooner, but I kind of wanted to go over the logistics of tomorrow, and I'm going to send you all the kind of everything, this like the kind of flow of everything and the games, explaining everything in detail. And just again, when you look at that stuff, look for your name and kind of look where we kind of need you to serve in this way. It's going to be a lot of fun, as much chaos, but it's just going to be a lot of fun. Again, a couple random things though in regards to your guys' participation. You'd most definitely participate. Like if you want to jump in and play tug of war paint and like want to get messy, please. Like that helps students create a memory and even create a deeper relationship with you guys, which is super cool. So if you want to do it, but you don't have to. But it would be really cool to see you guys do that. And then the second thing of that is, as we kind of do points with this whole thing, I printed off for you guys like point cards for you guys to remember to kind of help see like not where, excuse me, what points you need to give out and what points you can give out. But I really would love for you guys to help me with remembering points for your team. So I'm putting you guys within the teams as just kind of helpers or whatever. So be part of that team. But yeah, remember to kind of calculate points, because what we want to do is we want to, at the end of the night, we want to be able to say who's in first, who's in second, third, and fourth, and all that stuff. So we are diving into 4 different teams. I will say I messed up. I am colorblind though, so I'm going to preface with that. The buffs that I got are 4 colors that I thought were different, but I've been informed that they're not, or they're not what I thought they were. So the buffs that we are going to be doing are neon pink, red, light blue, and like a dark navy blue that I thought was black. But that's okay. We're gonna make it all work. It's gonna be fine, because the goal is we're not gonna call each team based on their colors. We're gonna like know each team based on the team name that we create. The color just happens to be a color that's on the buff. So don't focus on the color necessarily, but on the actual team names. That's what we're gonna be honing in on. Just want to really quick go over the service. So we're gonna hang out, music, a bunch of games. When you guys get here, make sure you're just hanging out with students, as we're gonna be having 5th graders jump in. So be mindful of that if they're on your team. And once we get into teams and are doing flags, make sure we're all introducing each other and having a good time there. Then around 7:15, 25, we're gonna be doing our ceremony. We're gonna talk about points and welcome and the kind of the win, like how do you win, and all that fun stuff. And then we'll be going into like choosing your team, which what we're going to do is Ricky and Cassie, I would love for you guys to be holding the bags, but we're going to draw rocks, and they're going to grab a rocks, and then at that point they're going to go to their buff based on what's on their rock. Love for Tina and Mallory if you guys would be able to hand out the buffs according to what colors on the rock, give it to them, and then the rest of you guys are going to be going to your specific flag areas, and then you're going to just start that. So we'll go right into meeting your team, knowing kind of like the team leaders, which are you guys, and then also the seniors. We want the seniors to really be highlighted as kind of like captains as well. And then come up with the team name, write it on the flag, make your flag really cool, and then a team chant that you guys can have. More spirit, the more enthusiasm, the more points that you'll get too. And then once all that is done, we're going to go straight into 2 games, and they are paint-filled games. First game is Tug of Paint. All 4 players, I'll read it to you, all 4 teams are going to be playing at the same time with ropes crossing each other. Teams will play best 2 out of 3. If you win a round you win a round by pulling the entire team over to the other side of the tarp, or onto the tarp, excuse me. And winners of those rounds will play against each other, the other teams, and do the same thing. Winner of those are the winners of the Tug of Paint. So tournament style, best 2 out of 3. So these 2 teams playing each other. Whoever wins best 2 out of 3, and this team, whoever wins 2 out of 3, versus each other, and then winners of that are the winners of the game. Then that's Tug of Paint. The next one is 4 square paint. 4 squares. Each team is going to break out into 2 smaller teams, so 8 teams in all, and each team will get a sheet. What's going to happen is Each team will get a balloon. Well, not each team. The team will get a balloon with paint in it, and they have to try to throw it over to the other team. If they get it onto that team's side and that team drops it, the person that threw it gets a point. If the team that throws it and they throw it like out of bounds or something, they lose a point. And yes, you can get negative points. The team that gets the most points wins. But now you might be wondering, what are the other teams are going to be doing? So if there's 8 teams, how does that work? Once you throw your balloon, that team transitions out and the other team comes in. And so you just keep going back and forth, rotating. We've got some fun ways of doing that. And I have the descriptions of the games that you guys can read. And then at that point, we'll end with kind of like hangout, pizza, pop. We'll get that all ready. And then we will kind of hang out more, play more games. So that's kind of the way it's all going to look. But I would love for you guys to participate. I'm going to participate as best as I can too with all the stuff I'll have. But I'm just really looking forward to all the paint and all the craziness that's going to be. Bathrooms are going to be available. It's the ones downstairs in the office, but let's kind of try to make people not use them in a way so we don't have to get paint all over the place. I'll send you guys a scoring on everything. And now I just kind of wanted to highlight kind of the purpose of this. Yes, we're definitely going to have fun, and that's really the heart of it. But the other pieces are it's about relationships. It's about us really connecting with our students in a different light. And I've been talking about this for the whole year. Yes, it's awesome to have our small group time, but it's also really important time to have this idea of invitation where we're really connecting with kids through games, through fun, through craziness. It helps you get to see them in a different light. And not only is that really important, but since we're having new 5th graders and we want to just make sure that they're feeling really comfortable and loved and can get connected with other students. So that's one way. The other way is, and I've been saying this to you guys too, it's, students might not remember who you are when they're older. They might not remember any teachings or anything that we talked about, but they'll definitely remember how they felt. And so this is a key factor into that with Tribal Wars, we're creating memories, and they're going to remember this forever, and that's going to be something that they cherish for a really long time. And the last thing is this: it's about celebration. I mean, kids just end at school, people come home from work. It's just and we just want a time to just kind of let loose. And even then, for some students, their homes and everything is chaos, and this is kind of a constant for them to be able to kind of forget about that stuff and really just get connected with other people and experience what fun can look like. And even though we're not like preaching, we're still pastoring kids in this way. And I think as we look in God's word, as we kind of read about like any time there's a party, Jesus went to a wedding, Jesus, they had times of hangouts and quality time. The scripture talks about how we're going to be in eternity. There's going to be a huge party that's happening with a feast and a table, and all about invitation. And that's also where we want to be too. We want to be a spot at Alpine Youth where kids can invite others in, and this can be a safe place for them to feel love and to experience a lot of relationships, really good relationships, and be able to be themselves and to learn how to do that. So that's that. If you guys have any questions for tomorrow, give me a call, text me. If you guys can be here at 6:30, that'd be awesome. Or we are doing a 5th grade transition time from 5:30 to 6:30. If you're a junior high leader, if you can, come on out. We've got some other students that are going to be hanging out with them, just talking about meeting those families that are in 5th graders and with those students, and then also teaching those new 5th graders just the fun games we like spike ball, 9 square, bags, all those fun things. So if you can make it at 5:30, that's awesome. But if you can't, 6:30. Call time. Be there, guys. If you have any questions, give me a call. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Talk to you later.